Let us together hack your board examination 26-27. Yes, my dear student, it is rightly being said that before getting prepared with your weapons, let us first figure out how difficult is the opponent, and that is what we are going to do today. In this video, welcome on the platform Diksha Vedantu, and I am your SST faculty Tanvi Ma'am. But one thing that you have to note in your life, that whenever you are preparing for any examination, first you have to see that how the question paper actually came, right? This I have seen as a habit among lot of students, that they just go straight to NCERT, start reading, practice some MCQs, practice some random questions, start writing randomly from here and there, and end up doing nothing. Here in this video, we are going to see how the paper of 26-27 board exam will look like. Today, we will discuss about SST paper, and if you want more, you can write that in the comment section too. But last year, the paper pattern was quietly different from the papers that used to come. The one task that I am going to give you today is that please pick up last 10 year previous year question papers. Start solving those questions right from today. Right from today. Doesn't matter that your syllabus is complete or not. If you are thinking that I am going to write the previous year question paper once my syllabus is done, then you are wrong. This is not going to happen anyway. Right? You have to pick up those PYQs, start writing them, analyze the paper pattern, because once you know that acha, this question comes from this chapter, so when you will be reading those chapters now, you will remember that acha, this is the pattern, this is the question going to come in exam. So let's hack that pattern today. First of all, one mistake that students do, this is how your paper looks like, okay? The one mistake that students usually do is not reading those instructions that are given in the paper, right? According to the last year paper pattern, the instructions are given here. There will be 38 questions in your exam paper. How many questions? 38 questions in your exam paper, and all will be compulsory as per the new pattern. Right? Up till now, beta, what was happening now? The sections were divided on the basis of marks. Like, for example, there were sections like section A, section B, section C, D, E and F. And they were like 1 marker question. That means MCQs, all MCQs were in section A. There were 20 numbers. Right? Some around 2 marker questions were in B section. Then 3 marker question in section number C. Then there were 4 marker question, that was a case-based question in section D. Section E deals with 5 marker question, and section F deals with your map work. This was how your paper looks like before what? Before 25-26. But now what happened last year? This paper pattern is replaced. Up till now, these sections were having mixed questions from history, geography, civics and economics. Now, bacha, the sections are divided in a manner. There are 4 sections: section A, section B, section C and section D. Where here section A deals with history. Section A deals with history. Section B deals with geography. Okay. Section C deals with civics. And C deals with civics and D deals with economics. In these 4 sections, right, all type of questions will be there, but from the same subject. All type of questions, I mean MCQ to very short, long, case-based questions, all of them. Internal choices will be provided to you. No external choices, only internal choices will be provided to you. One more thing, right? One more and the important thing that you have to understand here is, bacha, dekho, in the general instructions, word limit is also provided to you. Okay? Word limit that you have to keep in pace when you are writing the answers. Why I am telling that? Because all these are given in general instructions, we sometimes misreading, right? Basically beta, you have subjective questions of different type, like you have very short answers, okay, very short answers that are basically for 2 marks. 2 marks where you should not exceed writing anything beyond 40 words. Now you will not be counting those words, but you have to do it with the help of analysis, and that will come only when you practice as more as possible. Okay, so 40 words, don't write less than required or more than required. Next is about a short answer question that consists for beta how many marks? 3 marks, and the word limit for this is 80 words. Do not exceed those words. Okay, then we have a long answer type of question for 5 marks. The word limit for them is 120 words. How many words? 120 words. We have one more type of question, that is CBQ, case based questions, okay, and they are for 4 marks. In that 4 marks, they divide it into 3 questions. However, it is said that you should not exceed 100 words in each of the question or all the question in the case based question. This is how your paper pattern, this is what your paper pattern says. So this is going to be the first page of your question paper, telling you that how your question paper is going to look like. The section wise division will be there this year. SST divided into section A, history, B, geography, C, civics, and D, economics. Similarly for science also, they divided into physics, chemistry, and biology. Up till now, there was also the same thing. Section A deals with all MCQ, section B deals with another thing. But now, beta, it is in a way that history, geography, civics, economics, similar in science, that physics, chemistry, and biology. Okay, fine. Now coming towards hacking your question paper. Hacking your question paper, how does it looks like? Beta, section A, that is history, it consists of 20 marks, okay. The marks allotment to each of the subject, that is history, geography, civics, and economics, is 20 each, and this is how you get the total of 80 marks in your exam. Okay, so now it is very much clear that bhai, see, from history, from geography, from civics, and from economics, all 4 subject equal weightage is going to come. Equal marks will be going to come. Now what we have to do is, we have to ace the softest target always. Like I always suggest student one important thing, that the easiest among this part is the part of economics beta, because even it have less chapters too. Like development, very easy. Sectors of Indian economy have something to like read and learn as well. Then we have one more important chapters, that is money and credit. Done. When we talk about globalization, a small part is going to come. So removing globalization, removing development, considering them as easy, we have only 2 chapters to target for the final exam. Why not? Why not we first save this 20 marks for your exam? Done. And even we will be talking about how the paper pattern looks like. Then political science 20. Okay, see the question number also. So the question number 1 to 9 will be for history, 10 to 19 will be for your geography, 20 to 28 political science, and 29 to 38 will be the questions from the section of economics. Well, that's great. Now I am going to talk about particularly all the sections beta. This is basically the analysis. Okay, this is basically the analysis of the paper that came in 25-26 board examination, and your SST paper will exactly look like this. Exactly look like this. Right? If we know the weightage, if we know how the questions are going to come, that is what is known as hacking of your exam. Before entering to the preparation, we know that this is how the paper looks like. Like when we see the previous year question paper from history, there were only 4 MCQs that came in exam. Okay, 4 MCQ, 1 2-marker question, and I will tell you that 1 2-marker question is definitely going to come from the chapter making of global word. Mark my word, fix it today itself. Okay, that is making of global word, and for sure in option there will be Silk Route. What is Silk Route? Okay, or any of related question related to Silk Route. Mark my words, for sure it is going to come. Okay, then we have 1 3-marker question, 1 5-marker question. Now one thing we have to understand is, beta, the map work comes from which chapter? The map work comes from the chapter that is nationalism in India. Okay, nationalism in India. So actually this nationalism in India have a weightage of 2 mark over here. One of the MCQ is also going to come from this chapter. That means 3 marks are already there, and hence this 5 marker question is for sure from the chapter that is rise of nationalism in Europe. That is rise of nationalism in Europe. Yes, it is for sure from this chapter. Okay, rest if we talk about a 3 marker question, it can be from print culture, it can be from nationalism in India, and I think that it will be from nationalism in India only. Okay, the pattern that you have to understand here is the 5 marker is always analytic, like you have to examine or analysis, never pure recall, and the source based question test reading comprehensions of an unseen passage tied to a chapter theme. This is what you have to keep in mind. Now let us move towards the section of geography, beta. You know, the highest MCQs that comes from a section is geography section, because it have lot of facts. Obviously, some around 6 chapters are there in geography. I'm leaving lifelines because only map work comes from there. From all the chapter, one of the MCQ is going to come for sure, and hence there are 6 MCQs from geography. Then we have a 1-2 marker question, 2 5 marker question. Now here is the twist in geography. There is no 3 marker question in geography. Okay, there was no 3 marker question in the previous year question paper, right, from geography. Rather there were 2 5 marker question with internal choices given. And here also what I have analyzed, that agriculture chapter, right, agriculture chapter as well as water resource chapter have very high weightage. Then we have case based question, source based, and 3 mark map work. By 3 mark map work is fixed as per syllabus. Rather than starting the map work right 1 month before the exam or 15 days before the exam, beta, and creating chaos, do it from today. Okay, make a habit that I am going to locate any 5 locations from the syllabus today. When you do every 5 locations daily and then revise it on Sundays, na beta, then it is going to be helpful for you. Let's check what is the pattern. For geography, 5 markers are quotational, justification type of questions, and the case passage can even be application style. Right, there was a application style basically because there was the passage in the previous year question related to disaster management, and they were asking to apply, they were asking your answers from your point of view. Getting my point? So it was not certainly from the source based only, it was from application based. Geography is done. Moving to civics again, 20 marks, beta, 4 MCQs are there. However, 2 marker questions are there because here the statement type of questions comes a lot, like from democracy, outcomes of democracy wala chapter, or for power sharing chapter. Okay, so we have 2 marker question, we have 1 3 marker question, when we have 2 5 marker question from this chapter. Okay, and then we have 1 source based question. From this 2 5 marker question, one is for sure from the chapter that is political parties. Okay, this I am telling beta as per my analysis. And the second can be from the chapter outcomes of democracy. Outcomes of democracy, or it can be from federalism. So this is for sure. This is for sure. Okay, the rest is here clear. Pattern, the pol science 5 mark is always a statement examination. Yes beta, the statements exactly come. Like for example, in outcomes of democracy, there is a statement given that the examination never gets over for democracy. Justify the statement. Okay, so this type of question comes. Women still lag behind men after independence in India. What is the reason? Examine the statement. So these types of statements definitely come from the pol science chapter. So whenever you read it, read those NCERT lines very carefully, highlight them and think about if this comes, what will be my answer. Rather, along with that, one more thing, I recently made a video that NCERT hidden questions, and those NCERT lines which are very important for you. I just picked those lines, framed the questions and added in that particular video. Go just watch it, it will be helpful for you. Okay, next is about the last section, that is economics. Okay, in economics again we have more MCQs, that is 6 MCQs in number, 6 from geography, 6 from economics. 3 marker question. Now see the pattern here, there is no 2 marker question, fine, rather there is 3 marker question, 2 5 marker questions with choices, 1 source based 4 marker. Beta here difference based of question can come, right? Difference based question can come like differentiate between primitive type of cropping as well as primitive subsistence as well as intensive subsistence, or differentiate between certain crops, differentiate between certain soil, world development index or HDI. So be prepared for that differences based questions, as well as money, credit and sectors is very high weightage chapter. That 2 chapters are going to give you some around 10 to 13 marks for sure. So grab that first, mark it up first and secure your like that 15 marks for sure. Source based question will exactly be easy. Economics MCQs are data driven. The descriptive questions come from a small predictable pool. Development sectors, money, credit and globalization, these are the only chapters from economics which are very very important. Now let us come to another point beta, that is types of MCQs that are asked. Beta, when you see the MCQs in SST particularly, there are different types, like there are chronological ordering type of questions, that arrange those events from the nationalist struggle of India in chronological order. They will be giving you options like Jallianwala Bagh massacre, Simon Commission, and then the Quit India movement and many more. You have to arrange them. So chronological order type of questions for sure are going to come from the chapter either nationalism in India or rise of nationalism in Europe wala chapter. The high priority here is, the highest priority here is from the chapter that is India. Okay, the next challenge which student faces the another type of MCQ, that is assertion reason. Okay, for that beta start practicing, right? Start practicing, and I would suggest do not forget the lines that are given in NCERT, because just a single word added or reduced from the lines of NCERT can completely change the meaning of that statement and can be used as a negative factor in this assertion reason. Okay, then we will have match the column type of question, correctly matched pair, yes, ki match column A with column V and which are correctly paired. Flowchart, diagram type questions, beta, diagram type questions, or I will say picture based questions. Okay, pay attention to that. Rather than diagram, it is picture based question. 2 sections need to be like carefully done. One is history and the other one is civics beta. From history and civics, all the pictures you have to look very nicely and see what is given below those pictures, what box contains the information related to them. Right? Then we have data table based question, usually comes in economics. Case based questions, yes, sometimes in MCQ also they will give you just certain 4-5 lines and you have to read it carefully and answer that. Sequencing by quantity, number based questions, straight definitions and facts. Straight definitions mainly from civics. So these are the different types of MCQs that are going to come. So again I will say that beta, we have to hack our exam before sitting into the exam. Right? First target I am giving to you is 10 years, right? Last 10 year previous year question paper you have to take and solve all of them. Yes, solve all of them. Do not just read it and go. Then second task what you have to is solve the last year question paper, that means 25-26 wala, very carefully you understand. You have to analyze everything in that, how many questions from history, how many MCQs, how many 2 marker, from which chapter they are, so that when we study we keep everything in mind. Okay, so at last I just want to share you a quick snap of the YouTube channel you're watching me right now, that is Diksha Vedantu CBSE English. You can see here 3 teachers, me as Tanvi Ma'am, SST teacher, then we have Sonu sir, our maths teacher, Aditi Ma'am, our science teacher. Beta, we are a family of 16,000 students here. Last year, we just started with class 10 and the response of the student is very overwhelming. This year again, we are starting with the classes class 9th and class 10. If you are watching me up till now, hope you have enjoyed this video. In case you need any help regarding your class 10th preparation, your Tanvi Ma'am is right away. Just a comment in the video and you will be getting the response. All the best for your preparation. Stay healthy, study as much as possible, but play also in between. Let's meet in the next video and do not forget to join my live sessions also. Bye bye, take care.